Do you have vivid dreams every night? Do you have lucid dreams? Are you aware that you're dreaming? Is it like watching a movie every time you sleep? Do you understand the messages in your dreams? Because this is what dreams are. They're divine messages. They're divine guidance. They're parts of our unconscious mind, but they're also parts of our soul. So which is more real? This realm, the 3D, or the astral realm? Because when we dream, we're not just sleeping. Our souls are at work. Our souls are doing spiritual work in the astral realm. Our souls leave our bodies to go somewhere else. Where do we go? My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach and I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse. I've always been fascinated with dreams. Since a very young age, like even a child, I used to revert to the dream book to understand what my dreams meant. Because my whole life, every time I sleep, I see movies. I actually see such vivid dreams that I see movies. And this is the thing. Which is real? We're all souls living a human experience. So this body is temporary. This is like a vessel. So technically, when we go to sleep, it's like parking a car for the night and going into our house. We leave our bodies. Our soul leaves our bodies to do astral work. But what does this mean? Like, do we understand it? Like, I used to believe that dream messages as a kid, they were literal in a sense. You dream about a dog, it's about the fucking dog. But you know what I mean? It's not. There's something more, there's something deeper. And something that I was always fascinated about or wondered about is when I was actually very, very young, when I was a toddler, I used to have severe nightmares. My dad said that I screamed so much it sounded like I was being murdered. Was I remembering the life I'd just come out of? Because how does a toddler have nightmares? There's not enough life experience to have nightmares. So I believe that the reason very young children have nightmares, myself included, is because we're so still connected to the astral realm and to our past lives. We still remember our past lives. That these nightmares are actually remembrances of maybe a horrific death in a past life, or horrific experiences in past lives, or demonic experiences even. Because as I said, how does a 2-year-old have nightmares? When there's nothing in this reality to have given them the nightmares. It's that connection to the astral realm. Our souls are doing soul work. And that's the thing, the messages in dreams they're profound. Like I remember having dreams as a kid. I used to have waking nightmares and they were like out of body experiences. I used to have these vivid dreams about wars. Do you know what I mean? And now I'm kind of wondering where these all connected to past lives. I've time traveled in my dreams and this is really mental. I actually know that I time traveled in these dreams because in the dreams I have time traveled to the past and I've been in the dream lucid saying to myself, I'm going to carve my name here and I'm going to come here when I wake up and I'm going to see if the name's here. Now, obviously, I didn't do that because these places weren't local or places that I remembered or recognized in this life. But this is the thing. Our bodies are just temporary. Our bodies are just vessels. So when we sleep, it's just our body shutting down. It's like turning off a car, getting out of the car, and then leaving it until the next day when we need it. It's a machine. So when we leave our bodies in the nighttime, where do we go? What are we doing? This is very important soul work. It's astral work. And this is the thing. These are divine messages. It's so important for us to not just see dreams as dreams. A lot of people think dreams are our desires or our fears. Yes, they can be. But there's inner meaning. There's bigger depth to what's underneath. And that's the thing. When I used to dream, I always went to the dream book to find out what was that dream about. What is the connection here? But it never gave me the real answers. And it was only when I started to decipher my dreams myself that I actually could dig deep underneath. And I'll describe one dream. This is the first dream I had. I've had many vivid dreams, but this was the first dream I had that I actually understood the underneath message. So I was working and in the dream I was in the locker room ready to go back to work after lunch. right? And there was loads of babies in nappies running around the locker room, right? And I was just like, I have to go back to work. So I shoved all these babies into my locker and shut the door. And when I came back, they'd pissed on everything, right? Sounds a bit random, doesn't it? But at the time, I'd been going through some stuff that I'd actually been burying. I was kind of ignoring it. And I was like, this makes so much sense. If I continue to bury what's on my mind, it's going to fucking, it's going to go shit like. And that's the thing. Like, a dream can be so fucked up, so weird, but there is a message that will connect it to what you're going through at that time, or at this time. So always be aware of that. Like, and even last night, I've had past life dreams. I've had dreams of connecting to past lives. Sorry about that. 1 second. So I've had dreams that have connected me to past lives. I've had dreams that have helped me remember past lives. And even last night I had a dream of my twin flame. My twin flame wasn't, like, he came in the appearance of somebody else. And it was really confusing because it was just like, I knew the person he presented himself as. And I was just like, this is weird. Like, what is this about? So I was eating my breakfast this morning and I was like, it's like an epiphany. It was connected to the past life I'd had with my twin flame. And that was mental. It was just like, wow, this is the thing. Like, every dream has something to tell you. Every dream has some kind of message, something to show you, some kind of connection to your past, some kind of connection to your past life, some kind of connection to your future. There's even premonition dreams. Like, I've had many premonition dreams. I'm still kind of working on my clairvoyancy, because clairvoyancy, right, is clear seeing. So, and I always thought clairvoyancy was, getting visions and seeing things, like a movie in your mind while you're awake. But clairvoyancy is also connected to vivid dreaming. And that's where premonition dreams come in. And this is like, I've had many premonition dreams. Actually, I've had a couple of other ones as well. But the many premonition dreams, I could dream of something, and the next day that could come up in a video, or it could come up in a movie I watch, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. I dreamt that was going to happen. And I was watching this documentary yesterday about the CIA doing research on actual vivid dreaming and lucid dreaming. Because this is the thing, like, you know what I mean? We can predict stuff. They used to do this thing where they exercise for the day, they'd put in the envelope, and then the person would go to sleep and have to predict, see if the person would be able to dream about what was in that envelope. And a lot of the time they would. This is the thing with our abilities, our spiritual abilities. We're able to connect to something outside ourselves. Well, it's not really outside ourselves, but it's outside the human experience. So we're getting all these kind of messages, and this is the thing. This is the beauty of it as well. We can get guides from angels and spirit animals through dreams as well. Like, the first time I discovered the unicorn was my spirit animal was through my dreams. The unicorn came to me in my dreams a few times, and that's the beauty of it. If you dream of a certain animal, this is an animal spirit guide. All of this is astral work, and this is the thing with ascension, or we're changing frequency into this higher vibration. And, we could feel like we've had a full night's sleep, but wake up feeling completely drained, or a few hours later just be fucked, like. And you're like, I slept so long. And that's the thing, I'm going to bed earlier now, so I'm getting a good night's rest. But come mid-afternoon, and I'm absolutely shattered. Because I'm doing that astral work, I have continuous vivid dreams. Do you know what I mean? They're in my face. They're clear as day. So every morning I wake up and I know that there's a message for me. I know that I'm after doing some soul work in the astral realm. And that's the thing. Our bodies are just a machine that we're using now. So technically, we go home when we're asleep. Do you get me? Our souls go back to where they belong. Because we are souls. We're spiritual beings. We belong in the astral realm. That's where we came from. We're here doing human work to help humanity. You know what I mean? So when we actually get, our bodies go to sleep, our souls are actually working all the time. They're back in their own realm. And this is the thing, that's why we connect with our soulmates or our twin flames in the astral as well. Because we are souls living a human experience. So our souls are going home every night. That's beautiful, like. But ask yourself, like, what is the message that this dream is trying to show me? And, you know, I love lucid dreaming as well. I'll describe a lovely lucid dream I had lately. I often dream about my granny and my granny's house, and she's passed away. And in the dream, I wasn't lucid at the start. And I was chatting away to granny, and we were doing some yard work like we used to do when I was a kid. And I was like talking to her. I was like, yeah, I dream about this and I dream about this. And sometimes I dream about your house a lot. And I'm like, oh my God, you, Granny. And I'm in the dream, I remembered she had passed away, and I gave her a hug, and I was like, oh yeah, I miss you. So in the dream, I became lucid and actually got to connect with her. And that's the thing, if you dream of a past loved one, they are coming to you to connect with you. They're coming to you to say hello. They're coming to you to say that you're doing okay and that they miss you and that they're okay. You know, I often dream about my past loved ones, and they're always giving me messages that I'm on the right path, and I love that. Do you know, you have to wonder, like, if you're dreaming an awful lot about your childhood or your childhood environments, ask yourself what work you need to release on, what stuff that you need to release from your past. And, like, you know, if you dream of like old-fashioned things or something that is outdated, ask yourself, was this your past life? Because I often dreamt about armies and soldiers, you know, wars, a lot of violence in my dreams at one stage, a lot of guns and everything. This, I believe, is from past lives. I think I was shot in a past life at one stage. I've dreamt about connecting past souls who haven't known they've died to pass over. Lost souls, in a sense. I've done this more than once, like, and I believe that's another connection to the astral, to the spiritual realm. So these are all the questions you need to ask yourself. Are you having these vivid dreams? Are you feeling like you had a full night's sleep and not feeling rested? This is because you're doing astral work. Your soul is doing that work. So what messages can you take from this? What messages can you use to help lead you onto the next step of your life or onto your next path? Because this is what it's all about. These are channeled messages. These are divine messages. This is your soul doing that work that needs to be done. Because we're changing from this 3D frequency into a 5D frequency. And so it's not just about our bodies that are changing. It's our souls are evolving as well. So this work in our dreams is so beneficial for our growth and for the growth of humanity. So this is why it's so important to maybe have a dream journal and write down your dreams every day. You know, and even if you don't remember your dreams, we're all dreaming. You know, everyone dreams. But sometimes because we're not conscious of it, we don't remember our dreams. So ask yourself before you go to sleep, just say to yourself, I intend to remember my dreams. And keep saying this every night before you sleep, and eventually you will start remembering dreams. Or lucid dreaming is a very good thing as well. You can get some guided meditations to do lucid dreaming. Love lucid dreaming. I've actually travelled the world in the nighttime lucid dreaming because I've flown. I've actually been able, when the nights I'm able to fly, I would pick somewhere in my mind to go in my dream, and I will travel there. It's like I'm flying over the world to get to this place. We can do this in our dreams, and I think that's beautiful. It's real. It's so real. So, like, you can time travel, you can travel the world, you can do what you want in these dreams because your soul is all magical and it's all powerful. So don't think of dreams as just your hopes or your desires. They're deeper. There is a hidden deep message within every dream. And you know, you could dream of your twin flame as well an awful lot. And a lot of times you have shared dreams with your twin flame. But what I love as well is, like, sometimes your twin won't appear as they do as you know them, and they'll appear as someone else, but the frequency is still the same, and you can still feel that. So then you can decipher the message behind what the actual dream was about. And that was the thing with me this morning. Like, you know, I was like, I understood that was my twin in a different body. But I was like, why was this scenario happening? And I was like, oh my God, this is connected to the past life, which is connected to why we're in separation now. Which was like, I was literally sitting there eating my breakfast going, wow, mind blown. Because I connected all the dots. I was like, that's what the past life was about. And this is the stuff that we need to heal in this life because of the karma from that life. And it was just amazing. Because like the whole night last night was that dream based around this family. And I was just like, but that family was me and my twin. And I know that doesn't make sense, but I knew that, I could feel that. So I was able to decipher that this was connected to the past life I'd had with my twin, where our relationship may have failed. Do you know what I mean? So this is it. Sit with what you've dreamt about. Ask yourself, what messages are you being guided to see? And enjoy it. Enjoy the dream. Because I fucking love dreaming. I love it. You know what I mean? I just find it so otherworldly and so mind-blowing. So know that if you're not, know that your dreams are important. They are more important than you think. It's your soul doing that astral work for your evolution. So trust that and trust in the messages. Ask yourself every day, what is this trying to tell me? So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you would like help in your journey, please book me for a discovery call today. I would love nothing more than to help you on your path.